The Asian elephant, Elephas maximus, in Laos faces an exceedingly precarious future, characterized by alarmingly low population numbers and a confluence of threats that jeopardize its long-term survival. This essay will delve into the multifaceted challenges confronting this iconic species within the Lao People's Democratic Republic, examining the historical context, contemporary pressures, and potential strategies for mitigating the crisis. Historically, Laos was known as the land of a million elephants. Testament to the species' once ubiquitous presence and cultural significance. Elephants were integral to Lao society, serving as vital transportation, logging, and agricultural aids. Their importance was further cemented through religious symbolism and cultural practices, deeply embedding the elephant within the Lao national identity. However, the 20th and 21st centuries have witnessed a catastrophic decline in elephant populations, primarily due to habitat loss, poaching, and unsustainable exploitation. Habitat loss represents perhaps the most significant threat to the Lao elephant population. Laos has experienced rapid deforestation driven by agricultural expansion, logging, both legal and illegal, and infrastructure development, including dams and roads. This deforestation fragments elephant habitats, reducing the availability of food resources, disrupting traditional migration routes, and increasing the likelihood of human-elephant conflict. These conflicts often result in retaliatory killings by farmers whose crops have been damaged, further diminishing elephant numbers. Poaching for ivory and the live elephant trade has also exerted a devastating impact. While international efforts have curtailed the demand for ivory to some degree, poaching persists, fueled by persistent demand in certain markets. The capture of live elephants for use in tourism and logging, though often presented as a form of conservation, can be highly detrimental. Young elephants are frequently taken from their mothers, inflicting trauma on both the individual and the herd. Furthermore, the conditions in which these captive elephants are kept are often inadequate, leading to health problems and shortened lifespans. The unsustainable exploitation of elephants in the logging industry poses another grave threat. While the use of elephants in logging has declined with the increased mechanization of the industry, it still occurs in some areas. Elephants are often subjected to harsh treatment and overwork, leading to injuries and premature death. This practice not only endangers the individual animals, but also undermines the long-term viability of the elephant population. Addressing the crisis requires a multi-pronged approach, encompassing habitat conservation, anti-poaching measures, and community engagement. Strengthening protected areas and establishing corridors to connect fragmented habitats is crucial for ensuring that elephants have sufficient space and resources to thrive. This necessitates collaboration between the Lao government, international conservation organizations, and local communities. Anti-poaching efforts must be intensified through increased law enforcement, improved monitoring, and the implementation of deterrents, such as stricter penalties for poaching and illegal wildlife trade. Engaging local communities in conservation efforts is essential for fostering a sense of stewardship and reducing human-elephant conflict. Providing communities with alternative livelihoods and ensuring that they benefit from conservation initiatives can incentivize them to protect elephants. Furthermore, the ethical treatment of captive elephants must be prioritized. Regulations governing the use of elephants in tourism and logging should be strengthened and rigorously enforced. Promoting responsible tourism practices that prioritize elephant welfare and contribute to conservation efforts can help to reduce the demand for captive elephants. The survival of the Asian elephant in Laos hinges on immediate and decisive action. Failure to address the threats outlined above will undoubtedly lead to the further decline of this iconic species, potentially culminating in its local extinction. A concerted effort involving the Lao government, international organizations, local communities and individuals is essential to ensure that future generations can witness the majestic Asian elephant roaming the forests of Laos. The time to act is now, before the land of 1 million elephants becomes a land of none. In the heart of Southeast Asia, where the Mekong winds like a serpent through emerald valleys, lies a kingdom untouched by time. This is Laos, a land of misty mountains, ancient temples, and secrets waiting to be discovered. This ritual has not changed for centuries. It's the heartbeat of our city. It's like swimming in liquid sapphires. I've never seen anything like it. Here, time moves at the pace of the river. No crowds, no noise, just nature in its purest form. No one knows who built these. Were they burial sites? Storage? The mystery is part of the magic. This is where the Mekong spreads wide, cradling islands where life moves to the rhythm of the water. Laos is at a crossroads. Will mass tourism erase its magic? Or will the world learn to wander softly, leaving only footprints? Laos, a nation renowned for its rich biodiversity, faces a critical challenge in preserving one of its most elusive and endangered species, the serow. This goat antelope, an integral part of the country's natural heritage, is teetering on the brink of extinction due to a confluence of factors, including habitat loss, poaching, and the illegal wildlife trade. Saving the serow demands immediate and concerted action, representing a race against time to secure its future and safeguard Laos's ecological integrity. The primary threat to the serow population stems from the rampant deforestation driven by agricultural expansion, logging, and infrastructure development. As their natural habitat dwindles, serows are forced into fragmented areas, increasing their vulnerability to human encroachment and diminishing their access to vital resources. This habitat loss not only reduces the carrying capacity of the environment, but also disrupts the serow's natural behavior and reproductive patterns, hindering population growth. Poaching, fueled by the demand for serow meat and traditional medicine, poses another significant danger. Despite legal protections, serows are often targeted by hunters, who exploit weaknesses in enforcement and capitalize on the animal's relative tameness. The illegal wildlife trade further exacerbates the problem, with serow horns and other body parts fetching high prices in regional markets, incentivizing poaching and driving the species closer to extinction. Addressing this crisis requires a multi-pronged approach encompassing habitat conservation, anti-poaching measures, and community engagement. Strengthening protected areas, establishing wildlife corridors, and promoting sustainable land use practices are crucial for safeguarding serow habitats and ensuring their long-term survival. Robust anti-poaching patrols, coupled with stricter law enforcement and deterrent penalties, are essential to curb illegal hunting and dismantle wildlife trafficking networks. Furthermore, engaging local communities in conservation efforts is paramount. By providing alternative livelihoods, promoting environmental education, and fostering a sense of stewardship, communities can become active participants in protecting the serow and its habitat. Collaborative partnerships between government agencies, conservation organizations, and local stakeholders are vital for ensuring the effectiveness and sustainability of conservation initiatives. The race to save the serow in Laos is not merely about preserving a single species. It is about safeguarding the country's natural heritage, maintaining ecological balance, and promoting sustainable development. By implementing comprehensive conservation strategies, Laos can secure a future where the serow thrives in its natural habitat, contributing to the country's biodiversity and inspiring future generations to protect the planet's invaluable wildlife. Failure to act decisively will result in the irreversible loss of this iconic species, a tragic reminder of the devastating consequences of human actions on the natural world. The delicate equilibrium of the Laotian rainforest, a vibrant tapestry of life, is increasingly threatened by the pervasive issue of hunting, leading to both the survival challenges for numerous bird species and the tragic demise of others. This essay will explore the complex interplay between avian life and human activity within this fragile ecosystem, focusing on the specific impact of hunting practices. The rainforests of Laos are biodiversity hotspots, teeming with a remarkable array of bird species, each playing a crucial role in the overall health and stability of the ecosystem. These birds contribute to seed dispersal, pollination, and insect control, functions that are essential for the continued regeneration and maintenance of the forest. However, the relentless pressure of hunting is disrupting these vital processes. Many bird species face relentless pursuit, driven by factors such as the demand for food, traditional medicine, and the illegal wildlife trade. Certain bird species, due to their size, plumage, or perceived medicinal properties, are particularly vulnerable to hunting pressure. Large-bodied birds, such as hornbills and pheasants, are often targeted for their meat, which is considered a delicacy in some communities. Colorful or striking species, such as parrots and some songbirds, are captured for the pet trade, often suffering high mortality rates during capture and transportation. Additionally, certain birds are hunted for their perceived medicinal value, with their body parts believed to possess curative properties in traditional medicine practices. This demand further exacerbates the pressure on already vulnerable populations. The consequences of unsustainable hunting practices are far-reaching. The decline in bird populations can trigger cascading effects throughout the ecosystem. For example, the loss of seed-dispersing birds can hinder forest regeneration, while the reduction in insectivorous birds can lead to outbreaks of damaging pests. The delicate balance of the food web is disrupted, potentially leading to further species declines and ecosystem instability. Furthermore, the economic and social impacts of bird hunting cannot be ignored. While hunting may provide a source of income or sustenance for some communities, unsustainable practices can ultimately deplete resources, leading to long-term economic hardship. The loss of biodiversity also diminishes the potential for ecotourism, which could provide a more sustainable source of income for local communities. Addressing the issue of unsustainable hunting requires a multifaceted approach. strengthening law enforcement and implementing stricter regulations are crucial steps in protecting vulnerable bird species. However, enforcement alone is not sufficient. It is essential to engage local communities in conservation efforts, providing them with alternative livelihood opportunities and raising awareness about the importance of biodiversity conservation. Education programs can help to promote sustainable hunting practices and discourage the consumption of endangered species. Collaborative efforts involving government agencies, conservation organizations, and local communities are essential for achieving long-term success in protecting the avian biodiversity of the Laotian rainforest. The survival of bird species in the Laotian rainforest is inextricably linked to the responsible management of hunting practices. Unsustainable hunting poses a significant threat to the ecological integrity of the rainforest, leading to declines in bird populations and disrupting vital ecosystem processes. By implementing comprehensive conservation strategies that address both the ecological and socio-economic dimensions of the problem, we can safeguard the future of these magnificent creatures and ensure the continued health and resilience of the Laotian rainforest. The Laotian leopard, a creature of stealth and beauty, faces a precarious future. Habitat loss, driven by agricultural expansion and illegal logging, has fragmented its range, isolating populations and reducing genetic diversity. Poaching, fueled by demand for skins and body parts in traditional medicine, further decimates their numbers. The elusive nature of these animals makes accurate population assessments challenging, but anecdotal evidence and camera trap surveys paint a grim picture. The leopard is teetering on the brink of extinction in Laos. Conservation efforts, including anti-poaching patrols, habitat restoration, and community engagement, are crucial to securing a future for these magnificent cats. However, without concerted action and increased awareness, the shadows that engulf the last leopards of Laos threaten to become permanent.